The red book. This book is closed. I'm gonna turn it around. Nothing is happening.
Turn it around again.
Turning it around.
And back to how it was.
Huh? What?
Yukiko has lost blank until her mind resides completely within blank.
Less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
This. A big eyeball. What is going on inside her head that would make this appear?
Like I said, that old woman is crazy. So what's it gonna be?
You know how when you see eyeballs, you just wanna poke them?
You don't sound like you're joking.
I hear it happens a lot in the Adachi district.
That's awfully unfair to people who live there, don't you think?
Come on! Just do it! Smash that eyeball already!
Jeez, you're weird. Fine. Nothing is happening.
Tokiko's not from Adachi, huh?
An eyeball.
Is this what eyes meeting means?
An eyeball. And spin. I set the eyes to face each other.
Shouldn't have clicked on you.
When the eyes are met, death is born. The eyes must be referring to those eyeballs.
Maybe we need to point them at each other.
And there was that red book, right? It looked important.
According to what we've learned so far, everything, so the hint here has something to do with.
If we get the eyes to meet, death will be created.
I wonder what'll happen.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
It's a red book.
It has an eye symbol.
It's filled with
If we turn it around, something will happen. Do it!
And there. Nothing is happening.
Huh?
Huh? You were the one who said to do it.
Huh? So?
Huh?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Yukiko has lost all sense of emotion. Her mind resides completely within blank. What ocean current do you like? The Equatorial. Unlike the Titan of Enkasongi is a song about a sailor and a harbor womany.
A closed. I'm gonna open it. There are eye symbols on the left and right pages.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
It might be related to when the eyes are met, death is born.
With the nirvanA.
A red book. Got it.
This should do it.
Timings with negative effects. I'm aware.
30 seconds left.
A closed book. Open. There are 2 eyes. Ryuki, if you're stuck...
Oh, we're dead.
Ryuki, you're out of time.
I can't go down fast enough. Wow. Let me just listen to the book then.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Maybe we just need to direct the sight lines to each other.
Yeah, set them opposite each other. That and... that one.
The red book had an eye symbol on the left and right pages. What about that?
If we touch the pages, wouldn't that be eyes meeting?
So you think we should close the book?
Yeah, that might be what it means.
So change the direction of the eyes and... It's
Come
almost
here.
time, Ryuki.
Already? Tokiko. So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
Maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that.
May I skip, please? No? I can't fast forward.
It looks painful.
I have a bad feeling about... Follow.
Do. Alright.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
It's a red book of nice... God. An eyeball. A red book. Got it. So, did we make the eyes meet? A new book.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Death. Tama, let's check that out too.
It's a new book of nice teachings. This time, it's closed. Huh? A mirror.
Stop throwing up gang signs. What are you doing? This is 2 games in a row that I played a Spike Chun stuff where there's a scene where bodies are just falling from the sky and with a red mist behind them.
What was that?
So many people. What is Tokiko thinking?
Please, we're almost out of time, man.
So you want me to dive in again?
Tama, go!
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
I thought I was gonna fall forever.
You got some balls, Tama.
Thanks. But there's nothing here.
Doesn't look like we can learn anything here.
Hmm? That's... At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
Excuse you.
That's...
Manipul X. There's something there.
Let's go.
Please be the final book.
30
Not how
seconds
much time,
left.
man. Dude. We gonna make it?
Ryuki, you're out of time.
It's almost time, Ryuki.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to restart, actually. And do this all over again. Just restart it. We gotta restart. Okay. Thank you. Making it a mile away. Saw the scene. Yes. Do-do-do-do-do. Ah. The gang signs.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
How should I check?
When in Rome. How?
It lit up.
This will
It's
Tokyo.
I want.
I mean, I'm flying through it. It's just. Why was it so far away, man?
Maybe
Love is
let's look at.
Four minutes remaining.
Do 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 do.
And I.
You have 3 minutes left.
Red.
Get it together, Ryuki.
Get it together, Ryuki.
It's this.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
And they even no leeway for this this one, do they?
You have less than
Did
a
a minute
minute
at playtime, huh?
left. Hurry!
I'm going to open it. Is it some kind of planning sheet? It says nirvanA Initiative.
the nirvanA Initiative.
No good. There's too much blacked out.
Come on, isn't there anything else?
Ryuki, we're almost out of time.
Wait, try reading more of it.
Pewter, please.
30 eyeballs regained. 500 eyeballs regained. Performance result nirvanA. nirvanA. Ryuki Chapter 2, clear Tokiko's SOMNIUM, reach true enlightenment. Go, Ryuki Chapter 2.
Miss Shigure, I've taken a look inside your mind, using this machine.
Door leading to the control room. On the side of the door is another door, which leads to the passage of the 6th basement floor of the government building. See the control room on the side of the window, it's just a computer in there right now. Sync room doorway leading to the control room in the corridor. Sync machine. This device used for syncing. LT is also the A button. Actually. And the chair of the sinker is used by the one imitating the sink. Buttes. Look. Buttes in the control room.
I haven't
Where's
seen
boss?
her. She probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
About the
Don't
SOMNIUM?
have to explain. The images shown in Somnium are all displayed here in the control room.
What to do with
Tokiko
Tokiko?
Shigure is not a suspect. We can't detain her without clear grounds to do so.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
Tokiko is standing there. She doesn't seem phased. About Shoma.
Shoma Enda. I know you know about him. Can you tell me about your relationship with him?
About Jen.
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream.
What is the nirvanA
The
initiative?
nirvanA initiative. Is it some sort of plan?
It seems you have many questions for me, but I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements. Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight? I would be happy to share more information with you then. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Stop. Buttes?
Wait, where's Pewter?
He went to see Tokiko off.
I see. So, what do I do now?
Figure that out yourself.
I go to my eyebally. What haunted spot would you like to go to? A graveyard. Not a bad answer. Thank you. I'm standing there, so it seems. Acid tie me up and tortoise shell rub
We
binding.
already did that yesterday. No more for a while.
Why not? Come on, just a little bit.
You
Go eat
think this
pancakes?
is a damn joke? Don't make me sentence you to a panting!
Are your eyeballs okay?
What is that?
When they usually play a ball player?
Become a major leaguer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Go see Gen and
That
Shoma.
Somnium earlier. Gen appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokiko definitely knows them. And yet...
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Tama, what time is it now?
A little past 1300. We have almost 9 whole hours until the appointed time.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma. Where are they now?
Well... I can't track down either of them. Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
Then we'll have to take a guess. Maybe Shoma is at school.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
Well, I'll get to that later. So then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, and that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
So we have 4 destinations to check. Let's get moving.
Okay. Map. Edna. In their residence, February 12th to
Shoma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
Why are you asking me? Of course I know. A killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
That's why. I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
It's an Ada Rooster doll.
add a rooster doll.
The kitchen is lewd, don't you think?
How?
The kitchen. Fridge.
Ryuki, there's Doraemon inside the closet!
Yeah, okay.
It's a closet.
Whew, this really takes me back. I remember playing with drawers when I was young. I would make stairs out of them and climb up.
Are you sure you're an AI?
It's an old-fashioned chest of drawers. It's a robot.
Okay, question for you. What do you call an older woman who can't keep her hands off you?
A masseuse.
No, the answer is cougar.
What? Come on.
The Quiz King trophy. Toolbox.
So cute.
I'm cuter.
What are you getting jealous for?
Doll for a quiz
It's
show.
a picture of Amino Uzume, the goddess of entertainment and laughter. A long, long time ago, when Amaterasu Omikami hid in the cave of Amano Iwato, the world was covered in darkness. Troubled, the gods had a meeting and decided to have Amino Uzume dance for them. And so, Uzume dropped her hips down low and danced her butt off, her breasts swinging this way and that. Then, the gods burst out into laughter. Amaterasu, who was hiding in the cave, said, "Huh? What's going on? Those people outside are partying it up! Man, I gotta get out there!" Amaterasu quietly opened the cave and peeked outside. She was then yanked out from hiding, and light returned to the world.
Uzume is kind of amazing.
Ah, a true soul of a comedian. This is why she's known as the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
It's a lucky laugh game.
It says it's
Poem.
okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle, after all. That's incredibly deep.
Is it?
Family altar. Zero TV.
Okay, question for you. What do you get when you change the D's in Diddy to T's?
Did he?
Oh, come on, say it! Itatsu are kind of erotic, aren't they?
How so?
Tokusatsu table, it's very warm. Machine part. No control.
What
Shoma.
are you reading?
Probably porn.
It's a book about robotics.
Ha! You see?
That's not pornographic at all.
But think about it. All the pistons and the lubricants and the shafts.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. I prefer to read them from the Tama. It's trivia. I'll wing stick.
Why? Why me? I'm sorry, but
Bakameji.
please don't ask about my dad. I don't want to be reminded of him.
Why is your phone GPS
Phone
being turned off?
Why?
Because there was no reason to turn it on.
I heard you haven't been going to school. If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone, just like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online. He had been sick for a long time. I don't know what his condition is called or whatever, but it was some sort of chronic disease. He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time, didn't have any friends. According to the article, he took his classes from the hospital. I felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half.
Okay, it was after he died. It wasn't always a half.
Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her. Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
Why does that matter?
It matters. Terra is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone. Please. I just want to be left alone.
About the QR video?
I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing. But they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere. The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. But the nirvanA trial, on the other hand...
nirvanA trial?
What's the
It's a
nirvanA
video
trial?
that's been going viral. It was uploaded to ViewCube first, then it blew up from there. Bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
Absolutely.
No, I'll watch it later.
Okay,
This
we'll
is
watch it
not
later.
right now. Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you, Bats 490 is just a game. No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the nirvanA trial is different. It's not just a game, it's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared. But people are going missing, one after the other.
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are
Us.
about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each year.
That's
means
fabricated,
on average,
right?
About 1,730 people go missing each week. This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
That sounds entirely insane.
Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Wait, we're not done here.
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
I can't believe it. He actually left. What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
He's 12.
Nothing we can do. Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
Yo, I didn't see that. Squeaky toy hammer.
I'd love to smack Ryuki's ass with that folding fan.
That's a wonderful dream to have. I hope it comes true for you someday.
Okay, we'll leave. Go to the department store. It worked.
Ryuki, why did you come here?
I thought Shoma might be here. I still need to ask him some questions.
But it looks like he's
Tonight,
not
Westworld.
here.
I forgot about Westworld,
Looks
man.
like it.
Okay.
Anyway, no point in staying here. Unless you're planning on doing a ritual to summon UFOs.
Maybe another time.
Let's go somewhere else.
Flowers are in bloom. Street light. Ferris wheel. Spinning airplane ride. Stages for events. Balloons. Sky cycle. Gate. Harrison will be a little bit lazy dealing with the leaky sprinkler. I don't like the euphemisms, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just switch at 10 past. Because I want to go to the bathroom and stuff. So, maybe we'll finish making our classes in Paladins. My builds. We were halfway done. I think we're at Octavia. I forgot how to leave. What time is it? It's 3 of. If he's not back by then, you know, maybe he'll do Fall Guys as we wait. Or, Fortnite, we'll do the weeklies of Fortnite, I don't know.
Oh, Mame is here too.
Why are you here?
There's something I wanted to ask Gen.
And what would that be?
Well,
Could you please excuse us? This is personal. Poster some flyers on the wall. The black board menu. Liquor bottle. Hardly newer. The kitchen.
It's a picture of
Ganesha
Ganesha,
poster.
the Hindu god.
It's Ganesha. Table. Counter. Chair. Oolong tea inside of it. It's the menu. Oil drum. Houseplant. Restaurant door.
Don't drink them.
I know.
Fruity case. Mostly alcoholic beverages inside. Again, you can wait a minute. What's wrong?
Maybe she lost 50,000 yen on pachinko slot machines.
She can't afford
This
it.
isn't boss we're talking about.
Well, it's better than having loose slots in other ways.
What other way?
No, you know.
No, I don't.
It's Mame. She's having a grave expression. She has a grave expression on her face. How are you?
Now, because I am here! Half might! Half for all, we are full-time heroes!
Hey, that's my thing.
Are you okay?
I'm not sure why, but she seems to be a bit down today. I'm sure she'll be back to her usual self eventually. Please let her be for now.
Okay. Gen. Look. Gen's inside the kitchen. Seems to be prepping some food. About your phone GPS being turned
it
off?
just ran out of battery.
You're watching too much porn.
Don't you have a softer way of saying that?
You're watching too much porn.
That's not what I meant.
About the Tokyo?
Do you know a woman named Tokiko Shigure?
Never heard that name before.
Really?
You do?
Yeah. Who is this Tokiko person?
The president of an ideological society called Nizet Laws. Or NICE.
Nice. You mean that secret society or whatever?
Yeah,
It actually exists? I thought it was just an urban legend.
I thought so.
You hang out with what's her face
So
too
what's
much?
that got to do with the case?
And the details of Batch for 90 and the keyword video to him. It's highly likely that Nas made the viewer video, the keyword video, among other things.
So I tried searching through Tokiko's memories using a certain device. While I was in there, I saw you.
I see. But I'm telling you, I don't know this person you're talking about. It could be someone else wearing the same mask.
That doesn't sound...
It's also possible that Tokiko knows Gen, but not the other way around.
About the nirvanA
Is there
initiative?
anything you can tell me about the nirvanA initiative?
What is that? Is it some sort of plan?
I think so.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Okay, if you would talk to me, Mame.
Hariyuki, there's something bothering me. Something is wrong with Amame.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very energetic today.
No, not that. Her heart rate jumped dramatically earlier. Right when she heard the words Tokiko and nirvanA Initiative.
What?
Are you hiding something?
Mame, are you hiding something?
I wish to do a wing sync. Why are you standing? That's a very fast pendulum.
It's okay, it's okay. Everything will be fine.
What was that?
I don't know.
By Tokyo?
You... know Tokiko?
About the nirvanA
Do you know
initiative?
something about the nirvanA initiative? Hey, Gen. There's something I want to ask Mame. How do you think I can get her to talk to me?
Let's see. Amame likes trivia, so maybe if you frame your question like a quiz?
Bro, she's right there.
A quiz. Hey, Mame.
You can wait a minute. What should I fish? Somalian waters. Might get hung upside downy. Oh, whoops. The highest mountain in the world
The
is?
highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. But what is the second highest mountain?
K2.
I wasn't asking you.
What kind of
What
pan?
kind of pan can you not cook with?
The answer is simple. Panties.
Oh, come on. A bat
The price
and
of a
ball
ball?
together cost 110 yen. The bat is 100 yen more expensive than the ball. So, how much does the ball cost?
You would think 10 yen is the correct answer if the price of the ball was 10 yen. That would make the price of the bat 110 yen, which would add up to 120 yen, and therefore the answer is 5 yen, and the bat is 105 yen. How cheap is that? It's probably more expensive than Ryuki's bat and balls.
The last man on Earth heard a knock on his door. Who was it? No good, huh? The answer was a woman.
Nope, that's wrong too. The answer is LGBTQ+. You're sorely mistaken if you think there are only men and women in this world, dumbass.
Base Tama? Stop questioning.
No response.
I'm at a loss. Oh, I know. Maybe if you play that song.
What song?
One moment, please. I'll get it ready.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice wavers and my words fail me. So I'll sing.
Ma'am, your posture.
The shadows settle in. We embark but cannot see a thing. Rejoice, you're not alone, you are renewed. Everyone is here with you. There is hope within that shining light. The morning sun sees flowers bloom in snow. There is rain within those cheerful eyes. Where it falls, a gorgeous green will grow. And in time, even if the colors turn gray, those memories of you and me, those effervescent days, they will never change. They will never fade.
Alright, Tama, she speaks cover. We're going downtown.
Thanks, Genny. I think I feel a bit better.
That's good.
Looks like Amame is back to her usual
I'm sorry,
self.
did you play the music by spinning your ladle inside of the pan? The pot? You know the warehouse district, don't you? Oops.
Did I say something like that before?
Yeah, I think you did.
I have fond memories of the warehouse district. I go there every morning and...
You always stop by there after stocking up at the market, right?
Do you go buy stock every morning?
Yes, since I can't store meat or fish in the freezer.
And the freezer in the back doesn't open anymore.
Why not?
I can't find the key.
The freezer is locked?
Yes, though I
Give
can
me about
still
calling
use
like a
the
locksmith.
refrigerator, so I'm able to manage for now.
Doing
Yes,
prep work?
I'm doing prep work for tonight.
I couldn't imagine locking a door in your house, forgetting where the key is, and then never going into that room ever again.
I can't make the dishes in advance, so I have to start from scratch every day.
You're renting, aren't you? Does the owner not, or the person who is in charge of the establishment, do they not have a key?
It's doing all
Restaurant
right.
doing well?
I can only do what I can to make my customers happy.
But you don't want Matsushita Diner to show you up, right?
Of course not.
Large pot. Why are you feeling down earlier?
Did you get jilted or something?
No. I just lost 50,000 yen on pachinko.
See?
You can't be serious.
What was that
I
song
going
from earlier?
through a very painful time of my life. It was so bad that I didn't even want to go on. Then, Genny played that song from earlier.
You mean he wrote it?
Well, yes.
The title is The Flower That Blooms in Snow. He recorded it on a cassette and gave it to me as a present.
Is that?
It's a portable cassette player. Are you familiar with them?
This is my first time seeing one in person. That's a Volkman, right?
I always have the cassette player on me with the tape inside.
Wow, impressive.
Jesus.
I didn't realize that not only are you a good cook, but you can write songs too.
This is a bit embarrassing.
It's a Volkman. That in the song is the flower that blooms in the snow. The song was recorded with some kind of vocal synthesizer. The song playing earlier is what Amane was saying. Amame sang.
I
Matokoko?
only know her name from the internet. I just love stories about the occult and conspiracy theories. And when I looked up Nyes, that name came up.
Then what about the nirvanA initiative?
I read about that on the internet too. It was on an occult news site. Supposedly, there's some sort of sinister plan by that name. But that's all that was written about it. Really, I'm telling the truth. Trust me.
What? I was yawning?
We didn't get leads despite all that time we spent here. Neither of them had any information on Tokiko.
But if that's true, why was Gen in Tokiko's SOMNIUM?
Anyway, we can figure that out later. Let's investigate somewhere else for now.
I'll do that next time, because I'm gonna save it, go to the bathroom, and we'll start doing Sagi. Give me a savey, Davey. Do more of this tomorrow. That is saved. I'm gonna boot up the other game. You know, let's look at the coins real quick before I get out of here. That is saved, thank you. The bonus. You can use eyeballs here to purchase bonus content. Pressing the story, more bonus content will be unlocked. Dream album. It's concept art. Outfit. Okay, never mind. Bonus hints. Dream album A clears SOMNIUM with more than 1 second left. How to find question marks content by yourself? Okay. Well, get me out of here. I'll be right back.